an enormous amount of side quests. Now, hmm.
Agent. Just the individual I had designated this time to converse with. The human body continually remakes itself through the creation of new cells and elimination of the old. Neither of us are the same as we were even an hour ago. As should be self-evident, I have dispensed with the slavish whims of the body. My mind is clearer than it has ever been, and I have you to thank. Of course, the chances of a negative outcome were always negligible. But now, congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is under our control again. She also mentioned a defect in its priority set, causing it to speak irrationally, installed by one of its previous occupiers. Unfortunate you were not able to resolve this issue. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here, but allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally, lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this: when the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will not only have the support of Auntie's Choice and the Order. I will stand with you, personally. Were I still shackled to ego, I might have succumbed to some instinct for self-preservation. But my presence improves the odds of our success, and so there is no other decision to be made.
Alright, so now we're going, because I got on top of that mountain from underneath, so I'm gonna have to go back underneath to get back up there.
Prudence dictates our enemies in. Prudence dictates we reject individualism. Progress. Greg on a. Remember, the household provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates. We repel.
This is showing me a way out. I wonder when that is. I found a couple myself. Hey. These things are rare. Very cool. Whoa. I wish.
We in the Order love to speak of a grand plan, of ordered complexity, where all things have a reason for existing, a purpose to fill. But what purpose is served by hundreds dying senselessly in the cold? The longer this interminable war drags on, the more convinced I become of the universe's dispassionate variability. We must reconcile with this reality, and if we cannot, then perhaps it is time we evolve a new philosophy altogether. It's certainly worth bringing up with the presiding bishop upon my return.
I know the man who is interested. Where's the order? This guy. Okay.
Any updates concerning our mutual, friend, caffeine celebrant Doyle? Wonderful. After altering it with the liquid tracer, of course. Oh, dear. Well, this is disappointing news. I must admit, I thought we had a real opportunity here. Oh, look at me, as giddy as a first-year novice. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair? Philosophism? What's that? Well, that sounds horrible. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings. Any familiarity? Please understand. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will. Not a big... They are questioning the foundational principles of the entire Order. The damage that could ensue if such philosophies spread is very nearly incalculable. Right then. No point in dithering about. Thank you for your assistance in this, delicate matter. I'll ensure the contents of these logs never pollute the minds of good scholars for all our sakes. I believe I've promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually.
P6. Or the sealant. Industrial science is mostly theory, they said. You won't have to put your... Now the fountain's broken and I can't... Useless. I'm used... If you're here to proctor my bi-weekly patient screening, we had an avalanche recently not far from the dome. One of these fountains stopped working around the same time. Stands to reason something must have been jostled loose. I recently placed into the industrial sciences, so I've been entrusted to fix the issue. But I've never had to put my knowledge into application before. It's not going well. You must be an agent of the architect. The panel here controls... Oh, praise the architect. I hear water running. Come see, it's beautiful. I'd provide compensation, but isn't the garden's beautification a reward in and of itself?
It is a pretty cool place.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
You need to go out, Rico. You gonna go out, Rico? You can go out? Come on, go on. Go, go, go. Stay in the yard, Frey. Good girl. Freya, stay in the yard. Frey. Rico. Go on. Go do your business. Go on. Go. Go. Come on, Frey. Let's go. Come on. Go on, Rico. Go in there. Go on.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Adding providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority low. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point. That is, technically, briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis.
Let's go. Here we go. Try to get out of there.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. Unfortunately, this is not possible due to several factors, including but not limited to the absence of a very large net.
Get out of there. You've had enough. You've had enough. Come on. Let's go, boy, Rico.
The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing, given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Void, take that console. This is the 1,000th time he has gone too far. Would that I could slay him once for each.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Oh, good. I love when more complications are added to the pile. I can handle them with ease, Commander.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander.
What is it?
As once more into the breach. Taking Niles.
interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective. Yes, that's definitely the Sovereign's ship.
For you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. Bad time.
You have a team now, my dear. Allies. Even friends. We'll have each other cruising. Together.
To determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process.
This explains a lot, actually. Never moseyed up here last go around. Poor kid.
Takes a melee of 13. Who knew melee would come in play?
Unfriendly nearby.
Soften them up! And ready. Exposure. Underneath. Out of sight. And ready. Exposure.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Plan isn't always subtle with its warnings, is it now?
No. It is not always subtle. What was that?
This station's a never-ending mess. Good thing we got our own little modulator to help us navigate.
calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory. Still possess that shield modulator, yes? Wasn't sure that'd work. Hostilities are afoot. Back and scan. Setting up my aggression.
This is Augustine DeVries, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find will save the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop it.
Guess we're about to find out whether Mercy was the right choice.
It is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. For that, I am sorry.
Hush. It's okay. Hush. Search for debris. Okay.
Formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The console of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission.
My vexation grows.
I'll handle this.
I'm back. I'm the one you need to worry about.
I am sorry.
Wait.
This is Augustine DeVries, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The console of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. If you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. For that, I am sorry.
This time I said nothing about debris.
That's Augustine's ship. Guess we're about to find out whether Mercy was the right choice.
Now it did. Hush. Hush. Just a washer, Rico.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Yep, finder. Oh,
Investigating hostile intentions. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Activating energy transmitter.
Tank recharge!
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Hold fire on our allies.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is...
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
I'm friendly nearby.
Check your scope.
Exposure.
Be mindful of where you step. Chasms are everywhere.
What in the void was that? You're the one who forced an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order.
you were talking to me at once.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? My skin. It's burning. I feel dizzy. Not right at all. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Oh, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes? No. You're as I remember. And we are here conversating. Neither of them could manage that, but I'm having trouble making sense of things. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
This is not the time. Can't you see she's...
No. Shut up, DeVries. Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
I had information about what would happen if their work had been allowed to continue. Complete destruction of the galaxy. You think I wouldn't have done anything to prevent that? Were it up to me, none of you would have even come near the station. You became casualties, but it was for good reason.
Huh. Well, figures that the bastards had more than we knew up their sleeves. So this rift, then. Is that why I'm like this?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. but it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me, though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. Makes two of us. But maybe you could do me one final favor. End this for me? I don't think I can do it myself.
Oh no, my washer's in the fridge.
I'm sure.
Glad we could do you this one last kindness. Rest easy now, Helen.
Always knew I could count on you, Rookie. You've made a damn fine agent. Only wish I'd been there to see it.
Pascal? Helen? If I may, I'd like to see to your proper burial as an Earth Directorate agent. If you wish for it.
That'd be nice. Being seen off, right? This is the final kindness you'll do for me, Commander. Thank you. Try not to miss, huh?
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one.
These soldiers look even... You're the one who forged an alliance between...
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought
You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Any injuries you may have sustained appear to be mild. Any treatments or supplies you may require are complimentary at the... May the initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
The Sovereign's ship up close. I believe we can safely assume he's not on it, or on that rover approaching the skip lab.
the one you need to worry about.
Transmitter down over here.
Things take time, Commander.
This is where my friend
Ever
was.
reconstitute anything nice?
Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down. Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Weapon ready, Commander. Is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
I feel dumber just having listened to that. Well, at least we know what we need to clear that rift.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high intensity arithmetic course at the academy.
Energy transmitter active. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan.
The Sovereign's office. Worth a search for the equation, even if the place looks like an adult playpen. Plagiarism. How shameful. Yet not entirely unexpected.
What?
This isn't congruent with our observations from the laboratory. Projections are off by orders of magnitude. So
Hostilities are afoot. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Breathe hole in the head.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Lubrication impatient. Still recharges. Mitigating them.
Take that rover. All we need to do next is infiltrate the Sovereign's ship, stop the console, and obtain the rift modulator. So, typical day on the job from here.
Alright, let's get back to it. Go on the Protectorate ship. Okay. It's a loading screen.
Now to unfuel that hangar.
You better stay out of the food, guys. Get out of there. Go lay down, both of you. Rico.
Never hurts to give the enemy just to shoot at, I suppose. Resorting to violence. Recharge incomplete. Adversary vulnerable. Activating energy transmitter. Go for top.
Now that you have finished showing extreme capabilities, come, let us coordinate. What remains of Horizon Point should yield much in the way of science, once the threat of the rift is neutralized.
You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted. Go seal the deal.
That's Auntie.
Target analyzed. Let down fire. Energy transmitter active.
It's cheese and bacon. Yes, clear. There I go. That's fine. And where's the fucking way to go? This way?
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Suspicious is what I am. I'm sending an audience of troopers your way.
I'll handle this.
Anyway.
Where? Oh, there. They got wiped. Send some more soldiers our way, motherfucker. I got you. We'll take those on and more.
We could do this the hard way or the smart way. Either works for me.
End ready. Exposure.
They're benumbed, taking the fight out of them. Activating energy transmitter. Adversary vulnerable. Standing by. Mobilizing.
End ready. Exposure. Undermining.
We either find access credentials or stick to the shadows then. Both options are certainly more efficient than raucous hostilities.
Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but be quiet like. See what information we can uncover.
This is anathema to the grand plan. Begs for correction.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment.
Give the order
We
and I'll
have
take
an
care of
intro.
him,
Take
Commander.
whatever you want. Just leave me be.
Transmitter down over here. Resorting to violence. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan.
vulnerabilities identified.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just...
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Mobility interrupted. Enrich. Exposure underrated.
Amplificator at ready status. Proceeding to attack. Combatant spawn.
Exposure underrated. Functioning.
Transmitter down over here. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
I hope he won't wanna.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Montserrat.
Go lay down, Rico.
Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
This can't be right. If skip drives are causing the rifts, why are they showing up past the frontiers of known space?
It's a stumper, all right. But we'll have to worry about it later. Right now, we should concentrate on finding the console.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the rift modulator? Yet one more hindrance to overcome in this endeavor. Nevertheless, I expect you to guard those plans closely in the interim. Did you find anything else of note? When one learns information that rattles their understanding of the universe, one may take a moment to consider the gravity of said information. We know that rifts are only caused by skip drives, so if they are appearing in non-colonized space, then this is truly momentous. It proves definitively that life did not originate on Earth, and may, in fact, exist elsewhere in other forms.
Of course, I wouldn't want to discount these findings too quickly, especially considering the implications.
I concur. This is a discussion for later, with laureates in attendance. For now, we must confront the Consul before he wrests that future away forever. He is just through those doors. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods. Then I look forward to watching you say...
I might tread a mite lightly, dear. If I know the consul's type, and I do, his ego can take only so many hits before his guns do the talking. Simply goading may...
Not that the console deserves it, none. But if we can end things peaceably.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance.
This is it, Commander. Only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain. Feels almost quaint after everything else. This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. Liberating Arcadia from its despots. I think of it as more of a group effort, but, you know, back in the day reading tales of all your daring do's, never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend. Funny how life turns out. All right. Enough jawing.
Seems like our mission's almost complete, Commander. One way or the other. Before we finish this, I wanted to thank you. Showed me I still had more to learn. You and this crew, this little family of ours. Oh, stop. You're going to make me... Didn't foresee that happening. Let's hope this day is full of more surprises. Like we all survive. May all our travails add to the equation.
I have nothing more for you for the time being.
Before I... This might help you serve our mutual interests.
This standing around's got me jumpy. For you.
Ah, the distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise.
Don't overlook the main attraction, dear. I even wore my finest battle attire.
I might have known you'd conspire with our enemy and lead some foolhardy crusade against me. Loyalty has eluded you for years, after all. Sentinels, if you would.
Forming an alliance was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish endeavor. Those who fail to show reason do not deserve to lead this colony. Now, stand down.
I will not. I am saving this colony from itself, and ridding it entirely of traitors and trespassers like you. I'm not interested in what you've acquired by sleight of hand, or whatever other sordid means, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Shall we say, the kind that has apparently shredded the more discerning portion of your gray matter. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. No, I don't think I will. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, We shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. I cannot blame you people for clinging to the ill-gotten authority you've wielded for so long. But your lot will now be one of disappointment. This future is what is owed to us. In the matriarch's younger years, she discovered a crashed ship deep in the earth. And in it, the very first skip drive known to humanity. She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, that eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
Madness is rarely apparent to one in its throes. I wonder, would you even be capable of hearing facts if we offered them?
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? I see. Well, the man was always a cynic. I find that attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale might. One data point means little. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. And now you came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? Indeed.
Hostilities are afoot. Check your
Hey, Super is still tight! Combat! Got some bad coming.
Adversary vulnerability.
No target, no attack. Mitigating the threat.
If the readouts are to be believed, the rift is on the verge of destabilizing completely. But the rift modulator cannot be operated from this distance. It must be flown into the rift.
No room for error for something like that. Someone will have to be the human astrogator.
Though it may be troubling to you, this conclusion holds no uncertainty. Someone present must do this. Well observed. My importance to Arcadia obviously exceeds that of those present.
The Order and I will use this and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
May all your endeavors add to the
I don't see why it has to be you, dear. I mean, I would, but I've spent much too much on prolonging my existence to cash out now. That is to say, thank you. You trusted us with the Rift technology. Rest assured we'll put it to worthwhile use.
Thankfully, you need not rely on empty assurances. The Order will continue to experiment with the technology and safeguard its
So it
use.
has to be me? Are you kidding me?
It would come down to us. Always does.
No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. Back on Greater Tranquility, you wish to give me a chance to atone for my mistakes. I'd say that opportunity has come.
Reckon I'll join you.
Hear that, Augustine? No funny business, or you'll be dealing with the endpoint herself.
It is. Thank you, Commander. You may consider this my final sign-off.
Get
I'm
on out of
sending
here
her.
before you obviate my gesture. Save everyone you can.
In the end, Augustine DeVries chose to die to atone.
Oh, here we go.
And yet, even that hope faded in her final moments, as she realized nothing would make up for what she had done. But at least she'd not have to live with her guilt any longer. Marisol joined in the sacrifice. She had come to care for the members of her team. Ensuring the success of this final mission was the most efficient way to protect them. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's choice. Acquisitions Officer Carr enjoyed the perks and power that came with promotion for her asset-winning techniques on Paradise Island. Her rival, D.B. Milverstreet, meanwhile, seethed as he pushed cold morsels of borsloaf around the plate of his microwave dinner. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Auntie's choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Thanks to her effective performance at the Praetor blockade, Inez eventually became a VP of Auntie's Choice and head of the revamped grafting program. Through her egalitarian management style, grafting evolved into the corporation's first health benefit, available to all employees who wanted it. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. Marisol sacrificed herself to save Arcadia. And while many found it unbelievable that a once legendary assassin would make such a selfless choice, her crewmates on the Incognito understood completely. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the Glorious Dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Ruth Bassar proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that clawed away her lifespan. The archive computed that she was mistaken to compromise with the corporatists. To advance the plan, she needed to destroy them from within. So she proceeded to do just that. She had only been using the corporation for its logistical infrastructure. Auntie herself and at least some of her top executives needed to cease existing in Arcadia, either via assassination or skip-drive-assisted exile. Bassar stripped the power from the corporatists in subtle ways, until it was too late for them to stop her. Yet it remained unclear how long the Order could sustain its dominance once Ruth Bassar passed on to become one with the equation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society.
I thought Auntie would go on and be this big corporate.
When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for free market
This game was
stations.
so good. like
Sub-Rosa
home run.
continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift
60, not
after it
as
was
long as
closed,
most, but didn't
the
need to be.
glorious Dawn heeded a new
There was more I
calling.
could have done. There was more
Seeking
info.
the
Like
modulators
during
needed to
conversations, it'd
create
say
new
required
reefs,
info not found.
so
Even
that
in the
they could
final,
die
final
in those
missions, I didn't have
instead.
all the
The
info. I
rifts
was like, what
across
else could I have
Arcadia and
done? What else could
beyond
I
were
have
soon
done?
closed.
This-
Trade quickly resumed with Auntie's choice handling logistics. Yet, more than just goods and resources traveled the re-established trade routes. The Order's version of scientism spread as well. Many colonies stabilized, many thrived, and
even
some rose to
3
an
and
Arcadian
4,
level
you
of
could go
prosperity.
Brotherhood of Steel, big
But there
robot,
are
because
still
4,
some that
they
have
had
never been
got the
heard from.
robot from
All of
3,
these
so
events
you could
traced the
resurrect it. I did
decisive
both
actions of the
Brotherhood of
Earth
Steel endings
Directorate
and
agent
Fallout
and their
3 and
unique
4
way of
anyway. I played
navigating
3 again.
Arcadia, its disparate factions,
They're supposed to
social
redo 1 and
complexities,
2.
ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Hey, trophy! Didn't want any, it didn't give me the hard because I switched one effing time.
Honestly, Ruth Bassar could use my help too. She's all brains, but no branding.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. That was The Outer Worlds 2. Let's see what we play next.